Welcome to the Gym Explainer. Today, we are really digging into one of the most important parts of any gym business, and that is, of course, sales. We're going to fix some of those common mistakes. So, a big welcome to all of you listening in, all you gym owners, operators, managers, salespeople, and gym entrepreneurs. This one's for you. And hey, for those of you looking to open a new gym or maybe acquire one, or even if you just need some working capital, we can help with funding options up to $500K. It's unsecured, no restrictions on use. Just check us out at fmconsulting.net. All right, so where's all this great info coming from? Well, today we are taking you through a white paper by the one and only gym business expert, jthomas. And our goal is super simple: give you actionable insights you can use, like today, to boost your sales. Here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll talk about that all-important first connection. Then we'll get into how to properly guide the prospect. After that, we tackle the big one, turning objections into a yes. And finally, we'll wrap it all up by showing you how to build a winning system. Okay, let's kick things off with section 1, the first connection. This is all about building that trust right from the very first moment. Because, let's be honest, if you mess this part up, the rest doesn't even matter. So let's start with a really fundamental question. I want you to ask yourself this, ask your team this. Are you just selling memberships, or are you actually solving problems? Because, the answer to that question, it changes literally everything. And here it is, the classic mistake versus the fix. The mistake is just jumping right in, talking about your treadmills, your class schedules, all your amenities. But the fix, according to jthomas, is to completely flip that. You start with a needs analysis. You stop talking and you start asking, what are their goals? What have they struggled with? What happened at their last gym? So how do you actually do that? Well, you build that rapport instantly. Start by just complimenting them for showing up. That's a huge step for a lot of people. Show some genuine curiosity about them. Try to find some common interests. And then you take all that information and you personalize your pitch directly to their story. All right, so once you've built that trust, what's next? Let's move on to section 2, guiding the prospect. This is where we turn that aimless wander around the gym into a clear path toward their solution. The mistake is so common. It's that classic grand tour, right? And over here we have the locker rooms. And here are the machines. It's just the tour of the architecture. The fix is a total game changer. You give them an interest-based tour. If their goal is weight loss, you're not just showing them a treadmill, you're showing them where their transformation begins. If they're all about strength, you take them right to the squat racks. You're showing them their future self, not just your gym's floor plan. And this quote from the white paper just hits the nail on the head. Customers buy outcomes, not equipment. Think about it. Nobody actually cares about the brand of your elliptical machine. What they care about is the feeling of confidence they're going to have in 3 months. That outcome, that's what you're really selling. Which brings us to a really crucial rule. A golden rule, in fact, in sales. The 80-20 sales rule. It's so simple, but so powerful. You should be listening 80% of the time. Just let them talk. Let them tell you everything. You should only be talking about 20% of the time, and when you do, it's to directly address the things they just told you. This is how you avoid that dreaded information overload that just shuts a prospect down. Okay, let's get to the moment of truth. Section 3, from objection to yes. This is where the magic happens, mastering this absolutely critical part of the process. And let's be real for a second here. Do your salespeople, or maybe even you, fear the close? You know that feeling, that fear of sounding too pushy? Well, that fear is a major roadblock, and it usually comes from a lack of confidence in training. Look at this difference. It's night and day. The weak close is so passive. Well, just let me know if you're interested. It puts all the pressure and all the work back on them. But the confident close, it's helpful, it's assertive. You told me your goals, and this plan is designed to get you there. Would you like to get started today? It's a clear invitation. Man, this is such a powerful mindset shift. Objections are doors to clarity, not walls blocking the sale. When somebody tells you, oh, it's a little too expensive, they aren't saying no. What they're really saying is, can you help me understand the value here? Or is there another plan that might fit my budget? It's not a rejection. It's a request for more information. It's a buying signal. All right, last section. Let's make this success repeatable. It's all about building a winning system. This is how you go from just making one-time sales to creating long-term success for your gym. You have to remember, most sales do not happen on that first visit. That's why having a structured follow-up plan is an absolute must. And this isn't about just sending a random email and hoping for the best. It's a whole system. We're talking personalized texts, helpful emails, maybe a quick phone call, even social media, to stay on their radar and show them you actually care. And this right here, I think every gym owner should have this written on their wall. The absolute best sales strategy is simply keeping the members you already have. Your job doesn't end when they sign on the dotted line. Nope, that's actually where it begins. So, how do you know if any of this is actually working? You measure it, because what gets measured gets improved, right? You need to be tracking these key metrics every single week. How many leads were contacted, how many tours were given, memberships sold, and of course, that all-important conversion rate. This data is your roadmap. It tells you exactly what's working and where your team needs a little more coaching. And that brings us to the final, incredibly powerful takeaway from Jim Thomas's paper, Training is Not Optional, It's a Profit Strategy. When you invest in your team's skills, you are making a direct investment in your gym's bottom line, period. So if you're sitting there thinking, okay, I'm ready to stop making these mistakes and build a system that really works, well, the expert who wrote this paper, Jim Thomas, is available to help you do just that. His contact info is right there for you. And of course, to manage all those new members you're going to be signing up, we want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Gym Business Manager. They've got the best gym software out there to manage everything. You can check them out at gymbusinessmanager.com.
Okay, I want to leave you with one final thought, a challenge, really, to put all this into action. Looking at everything we just covered, what is the one sales metric that you are going to commit to tracking with your team starting this week? Pick one, start there, and just see what a difference it makes.